Okay, whenever you get the questions, you can start reading them because I started the broadcast.
Okay, what scene is horrible here, and why am I seen as horrible?
Oh, okay. Um, well,
You guys hear that?
to me, like the way he was describing the monster, it had like yellow, like yellow skin. Well, at the beginning, he didn't really seem that scary. He kind of made the monster seem like beautiful, and he's like,
Okay,
oh yeah, he like has like nice, he has like skin that like
that's funny
completely
you said he had
covers
yellow
over
skin,
the.
because the follow-up question is why, for instance, might yellow eyes or skin have been seen as horrible? Like that's
Yeah,
exactly what she's trying to ask. Um like why was that such an awful trait, or like why was that being described as bad or horrible?
yeah. What was the first question? Something about horrible. What features were horrible?
What details were seen as horrible, and why might they be seen as horrible? And
Uh,
you said the yellow skin, right? Yeah.
yeah, he had yellow skin, yellow eyes. He had black lips. He had um like skin that was almost like transparent because he said something like the skin like barely covers the inside like arteries. I don't know what that's called. I forget the word he used, but so the skin is like really really stretched thin to just barely cover the outsides of the monster, like basically
Yeah.
like Frankenstein that we've seen in all the movies, but the
And I feel
monster's
like,
name isn't Frankenstein. Yeah,
yeah,
sorry, go.
I feel like those are all traits that kind of like unnatural or like unrealistic features. You know what I mean? Like not necessarily that it's like truly scary or truly horrible, but it's like just enough like yellow eyes. You know what I mean? That it's like, oh, okay, like no one really has yellow eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How about you, Ola?
Yeah, so when I was reading that first part before it gets to the yellow eyes, um, it's just like the atmosphere, like the time, like it was at night and like it was like getting dark, like almost out of light. And then he saw that like yellow eyes. I'm just thinking that it it's most like it makes it more horrified that it's like he didn't expect because yeah, somewhere in that first part it says he's talking about like lifeless thing, so like he didn't expect that object to like to become alive, like, and that's why I'm thinking that like when he saw that when he was describing saying that he saw like the two yellow eyes opening, I'm just thinking like it's more scary because he didn't expect it to be something like can open its eyes and look at him. So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with your. Yeah, because at the beginning he makes it seem like the monster is actually kind of beautiful, and then as soon as he gives life to the monster and they make eye contact, his perspective changes so much. which I felt like maybe that's what the writer was trying to get at, like if we relate it to beauty, in that maybe women were like so beautiful from a distance, and they're so beautiful if like a guy was just staring at them, if they didn't really know them that well, and then as soon as they like meet their maybe outgoing personality, or they're different from what they're expecting, then their beautiful woman that they just see with their eyes all of a sudden turns into like this scary thing that they don't want to even come in contact with. um I
Yeah,
don't
I
know,
feel like
that's just like
that has a lot to
expectations and all
do
this
with.
of that.
No, I feel like that has
So,
a lot to do. I totally understand what you guys are saying, and like a lot to do with what we've been studying. Like basically, this whole course is like how external beauty is valued and how it's seen, and just how it plays or has such a big factor in like attraction and love and everything that we've been talking about. And definitely like seeing those features in someone would like draw you in, but then maybe once you like are truly experiencing it, and that's really interesting because the follow-up question is literally hold on, let me go back to it, I can't remember. It's what do the yellow eyes suggest? Like what do we think that the eyes mean, basically?
I think the yellow eyes mean what you were kind of going on about unnatural, and it's just when someone has yellow eyes, it makes me think of that disease that lots of babies have. What's that called? I forget the name of the disease. My daughter had it when she was born, but it's like this thing where they don't have enough
Oh, I
vitamin
know what you're talking
D.
about.
Yeah, and they have like yellowish eyes, so they just need more sunlight. But I think of someone who's sick when I think of yellow eyes or yellow skin. Someone who's unhealthy. I don't know. What about you guys?
Yeah, I was reading also that like the readers before when they use eyes, they're referring to the it's like window to the souls, like. And then I was thinking that so what's the name the guy's name? So Victor was looking at his eyes, but like because most of he's describing the physical appearance of the monster, but he didn't say anything about the inside. So, but then when he was when Victor too tight eyes in that first paragraph, so it's like I think he's referring to the soul of the monster, just like what he said, like because eyes reveal our healthy, so it just kind of reveals the souls of the monster by saying that he has like two yellow.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree.
Yeah, he's yeah. It was like because he's so in love with the I feel like he was like really almost like a motherly bond to the monster, because like he created it and he put so much time and effort into making this thing, and then as soon as their eyes met, it had like the opposite effect of like a mother would have to a child. Not love at first sight, but like hatred or super scared at first sight. I don't know.
Yeah. No, totally.
Okay,
Do
I
you guys
think
have
that was good
anything
for that
else to
question.
add to that?
Yeah. Unless you, sorry,
So
you
the
guys want to
last
say more?
question is,
Wait,
do
that's the
we
last
have,
question?
yeah, literally. It's so
There's only
short.
3 questions?
Cause the middle question is asking why we might yellow eyes is horrible, which is kind of the same as the first question, like talking
Oh,
about the yellow eyes and how it like seemed beautiful from before, but then they weren't actually. But the last one is if we notice any other details or anything else that was um what associations might we have with that with details? Talk about as many details as you can. So any other details like about the features, I think, is what she's trying to get at.
um, he had black
But I really think the
lips.
most important one is the eyes. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or that's the one that comes to my mind.
Well, he talked a lot about eyes, like a whole lot in the whole chapter. Like, and I feel like eyes are emphasized because it's what we use to see beauty. We can't, like, we don't use anything else to see beauty. We don't touch it or smell it. I don't know. But uh, that's the only connection I kind of made with. I don't really know why she focused so much on eyes, but that's
I kind of feel
how
like
I
eyes
related.
are also like like associated with like the gateway into the soul. Like I don't know what the quote is, but something like look like deep in someone's eyes and you see who they truly are, or whatever. I feel like there's so many quotes like that, and that's kind of away from it was that like if you truly look at someone, not just externally, but like really look at someone, like their characteristics, like their traits, and like who they are. Whether if you just look at like what they're wearing or like how they look, or I don't know. Do you guys know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Like I feel like this story is a lot like us today. Like when we see celebrities on like Instagram or in magazines or in the movies, they're so perfect and they're so beautiful and everything about them seems flawless. And then if you were to meet maybe one of these celebrities in person, they really don't have like flawless skin or perfect features and their body type even maybe is photoshopped so it looks different and maybe even their personality is different from movies so I feel like this uh like from his like expectations to like his reality is a lot like ours in
I
today's
agree.
age.
I agree.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I also think it's kind of related to, I think it's a reading that we had in the class before, where it says that the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, something like that. I don't remember. Beauty is it's like beauty. It's depend on who's observing,
Beauty's
like
on
who's,
in the eye of the beholder. Is that the one you're
yeah,
talking about?
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
So it's like this, the whole like chapter, there was not a like the monster didn't give any explanation of how he looks at him, but it's the whole time like Victor was the one like explaining like what he saw, like, yeah, what he sees. And like because there was a part where he said that he was beautiful, like created beautiful, but then he was also scared because he didn't expect it. So yeah, I'm thinking that that's how it relates to me. what we've been talking about beauty. Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. That beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and like maybe Victor was the beholder at first. Uh, but his beauty like changed too. Yeah. So at the beginning, like we're like looking through Victor's eyes, and he's so amazed with what he's made, and then
Yeah.
all of a
And
sudden,
it
it's
totally
like,
changes.
yeah, and it's all because of, well, not only because of the yellow eyes, but I feel like in that instant, he like the reality set in, like, what have I done? Like, this is everything about this thing is so unnatural. Like, this isn't life. Life is not something that you're supposed to make out of leftover things that aren't alive. Like,
Yeah.
so I think he's very, I think he was just very distracted by the things that because he's working so hard to make this thing. And when you work hard on something and you create something, you like have all this passion for it. And then maybe you do something that like kind of doesn't really flow well with your creation, and then kind of maybe your expectations or your views toward it change. I don't
Yeah. No, totally. Totally.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys thought about the reading?
I know, Ola, you had really good points.
Are we good?
I can't believe there's not more questions.
I know, right?
Questions. How are you supposed to talk about 3 questions for half an hour?
Seriously.
Guys. It's okay, guys. This class halfway over. Did you guys turn in your drafts about the next like 100-point paper that's due on Friday?
No, I haven't yet.
I turned mine in and it was like so bad.
Oh, really?
She said I did it all wrong, and I was like, oh no, I gotta redo the whole thing.
I know.
Because
I like barely even started mine. I need to turn it in.
this so I did it, but then I just used the example that she gave, like the same reading. So I just used that one, but then she emailed me and said, "Oh, you need to choose."
I like totally. I didn't copy her example, but I kind of used like her
Yeah,
example. She was like going off of like, I don't know, something about, oh, he wanted to change his life. So I like totally went off of
Oh, yeah, yeah.
the Lady of Charlotte, how she like totally changed her life
Yeah.
because of beauty, because of a beautiful boy. And she's like, no, it's not supposed to be like that. And I'm like, okay.
You're like, I'll redo it, I guess.
Yeah, I have to start all over. Yeah, but I'm very confused with this next 100-point paper, and
I
it's
know.
scary.
I'm sure that the day before I'll be emailing all of you guys like, wait, help me.
The 100-point papers stress me out so much. But anyway, so Ola, are you good to write this one tonight then?
yeah, I
Okay.
can write it tonight.
And then I don't know when the next group paper is. I looked it up, but I forgot.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know
not
there's
sure
not one next week.
either.
Oh,
I
Okay.
don't think there's one next week.
Well, whenever it is, we'll just email and we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
okay.
but 8:30 is good for you guys still.
Yeah,
next
that's
time.
fine.
Yeah, this is a really good time for me.
Okay. Bye,
Okay.
guys.
Ola, I'll
Yeah.
send you the link, this link for this video.
Okay, I
And
have a
then,
question. So when you send me the link,
mhm.
it's gonna be the email, and okay, so I have to send it from my canvas to her.
Oh, okay. So I send it to you. I send you the link on email, and then you just copy it, and
Oh,
then you paste it under our names in the paper.
oh,
So
okay, yeah, okay,
at the top, you write like your name and uh
oh,
Julia's name and my name, and if Jeff send you notes, he said he was gonna send you notes.
okay, I'll check.
Um, yeah, and then Jeff's name, and then right under the last person's name, you um put the link that I'll send you on the email.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, so that's what Jeff was emailing about, that we have to put it on the paper so that we don't get marked down.
Oh, that's true. So we just send one file to her. Not
Yeah, so just paste it on the paper
okay.
and
That's
not in like a different file.
okay. That's good. It's easy.
Okay, I'll send you it right now.
Okay, thank you.